What's up, YouTube world? It's the boy Halucha Lucha, aka Matthew J. Brownlee, and I'm back with another NXT not review, not discussion. So I said yesterday that I was gonna try something new with my videos. That I was just gonna go through the show, and I would pretty much give my opinion on what's happening in that brand. So I called it the good, the bad, and the blankety blank blank. And I gave each show's nicknames except for NXT. Excuse me, more. For Raw, I gave it the Raw report. For SmackDown, I gave it talking smack talk, not talking smack. Not talking smack, smack talk. For AEW, I gave it the All Elite address. So for NXT, I have came up with a name and it's called Spilling the NXT. Because you spilled the tea, so spilling the NXT. See what I did there? Yeah, I'll be here all week, guys. All week I will be here. So, as I did yesterday, I just pretty much talked about what I didn't like, what I thought was okay, and then what I really liked. See, NXT is a little different, so there's not a lot of stuff that you don't like about NXT personally, but we're gonna give it a go. So I'm just gonna go in order and give my least favorite things until my main things, and if I forget something in between, it'd be like that sometimes. So first, I'm gonna start off with, and this again, this is from NXT today, tonight, last night, the other night, Tuesday. It wasn't a bad show. There wasn't a lot of bad things about it. So this is just from my least to best favorite thing in NXT on Tuesday, Super Tuesday. So first, we're gonna talk about the um, the match between blah, 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 blah. Who was it? I don't remember. Oh, it was Killian Dane and Roderick Strong. So let's just talk about this. So pretty much what they want to do is they're trying to get Drake Maverick and Killian Dane to a tag team, which is fine. Nothing wrong with that. I think this is probably one of Big Damo's best matches that he's had so far. Roderick Strong is just fantastic anyway, and you can kind of tell that they're not really. It seems like they're gonna kind of split up Undisputed Era a little bit. They kind of have Adam Cole as babyface Adam Cole. They kind of have Kyle O'Reilly like was there like last week or the week before. Kind of didn't seem like he was interested in Roderick Strong and Bobby Fish jumping Killing Dane from yesterday or Drake Maverick from last week or a week before, whatever. So it kind of seems like they're drifting apart. So I don't know if they're gonna keep Roderick Strong and Bobby Fish as a tag team, and they have Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly do separate stuff. It just seems like they're all just passing time by before they go to the main roster. That's what it like really seems like. It's like, well, you just do your thing right now. We're gonna do whatever, and when it's time for us to get called up, that's what we'll do. And that's pretty much what it seems like. That those two from Undisputed Era, O'Reilly and Fisher, or not O'Reilly, Strong and Fish are just literally there to put over Drake Maverick and Killian Dane as a tag team. Adam Cole to get all his stuff out the way, and then they get called up to the main roster. They're probably just waiting until October. That's what I feel like they're doing. But I'm gonna like the dynamic between Dane and Drake Maverick. Drake Maverick's gonna be cool. Drake is just like this little. He has a little puppy dog eyes. Just like I just want to be friends. And Killian Dane's like I had no friends. I don't want to be your friends. And he just starts beating up Drake Maverick all the time. That's what it seems like it's gonna be going to, and it's great. We love all of that. Next up, again, not bad. Velveteen Dream and Tahuti Miles, who has a new name, which is weird. It's like Adonis. I think it's like something with Adonis in there. I mean, the match itself was fine, but the big story is Velveteen Dream and Kushida. Um, Velveteen Dream like a couple of weeks ago beat up Kushida after the triple threat. It was a triple threat match. The one to determine the number one tender for the North American Championship. So Velveteen Dream lost, but he didn't get pinned. I think Cameron Grimes pinned Kushida. I think that's what happened. Yeah, I think that's what happened. And that's when Velveteen Dream turned on Kushida, started beating him up and tearing him up. And then we haven't seen Kushida until today. He came back after Velveteen got his win. He had a mic. Seemed like he was going to say something. As soon as he turned around, boom, Kushida's in there, spanking the boots of my boy Velveteen Dream. All good stuff. He has a new aggression, which everybody in wrestling is calling this now is a new aggression. Um, he uh, slammed Velveteen's arm into the ring post twice. He put him in a arm bar lock thing, and he was mad. He was out here pushing referees. I was like, yes, Kushida, go get in that ass. We like all of those. So it seems like that's gonna be good stuff moving forward between those two. Uh, I feel like they're also just waiting for Velveteen Dream to like go to the main roster, so he's just there, which is fine. I don't know what they're gonna do after that with Kushida. I don't know if they're gonna put him in the North American title picture or they're gonna put him in the cruiserweight picture. Either one, like if they keep this new aggression with him, he'll be fine. More Kushida on television, pretty please, pretty please. Um, on the subject of North American Championship aspirations, the match between Brunson Reed and Austin Theory, again, fine match, no problemos. Uh, Again, just there putting over the big guy Brunson Reed. My boy Austin Theory was selling like a madman. Every little bump he was doing, he was flipping all over the place. He was like he did like the elbow, the bionic elbow on him. And he like did a front flip. It's good stuff. He was working on that back, and he hit like he Austin Theory like picked Brunson Reed up and then Brunson fell on his back. He hit a senton in his back, and he went in the back and hit a tsunami on the back. I was like, oh, that poor man's poor back. But that's great stuff. Bronson Reed getting a big win, going into that North American Championship like title picture, like keep him fresh in that. I kind of want to see if they would like have Brunson Reed like face off against like a Cameron Grimes or something like that like next week, and like Austin Theory like comes and attacks him and like gets like really aggressive and stuff like that. Because the match the other night was really good, and hopefully like they get to do like more. Like if they have like a takeover match, like the match would be a little longer because this match was good, but it was like it wasn't long enough. So if they like continue this feud a little, just like a little bit more, have it a little bit longer. Oh, that could be money, 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 and I'd be here for all that money. Um, they did a thing where my boy Timothy Thatcher. Oh, I love him so much. He's so great. He has his Thatcham camp thing with the students, and he was teaching a lesson on Damian Priest. He was like, "Oh, this is supposed to be a champion." He's like, "Look, he does all that stuff with his arms. Uh, that's a weakness right there. You put him in the arm bar. Yeah, you break his legs." He's like, "Look at that. He likes jumping off of stuff. No, you stay up. You keep your feet on the ground." He was like putting out all these holes on Timothy Thatcher, and he was just pretty much was like, "Yeah." So he was like, "This is what you do." It was like, and next week I'm going to show him. I think they're having a title match next week or something like that, and he's going to walk out like the new North American champion. He said everybody's dismissed, and then later on, Damian Priest was like, he said he's going to rearrange his face. He said he's already ugly, so it wouldn't matter. He said that um, he can't lose his title yet. He just on his first defense, which kind of seems like he might just lose his title next week on his first defense. It kind of be hilarious, honestly. And it'd kind of be a good thing. Like Damian Priest, like just wins the title. He has his first title defense, and then he drops it to Timothy Thatcher, and then like he like goes on this crazy thing, like he took him too lightly or whatever like that. Timothy Thatcher get like a couple of guys in, a couple of like uh, title wins under his belt, and then he like defends it again against Damian Priest at like whenever the next takeover is, and then Damian Priest gets it back, stuff like that. It'd be kind of fun thing. They go back and forth with the North American title for right now. Shanti Blackheart and Io Shirai is gonna have a match next week, and that match is gonna be amazing. Not a good night for the Robert Stone brand. Robert Stone just getting beat up. Got punched in the face by Shanti. Aaliyah was screaming like a small kindergarten child when she bumped into Io Shirai. Shanti was like, "Oh, look, this is your title. Got him. Oh, just kidding." And then Io snatched it from her. I was like, "Ooh, you in trouble." Like it was like Io was cool at first, and then she like didn't want to give her a title, and she looked at it. She was like, "Bitch, if you don't give me my fucking title, I will murder you and your peoples." I was like, "Oh shit." Shanti was like, "You ain't gonna do shit." I was like, "Damn, she said she ain't gonna do shit." Something like that. I just, you know, I was paraphrasing. So that's all good stuff. Uh, this whole Candice Tegan stuff, uh, it was funny. It was fun. It was a little goofy, but it was kind of funny. Um, Pretty much they wanted Candice really wanted Tegan Knox to be her friend. Again, she's like she misses her friend, she misses her little sister and stuff like that. And she was telling her that, hey, um, you gotta trust me. He's like, I'm your big sister. Don't I take care of you? Have I ever steered you wrong? And stuff like that. And Tico was like, no, no, you're right. You're right. She's like, yeah, so you just come with me, Johnny Gargano way, Candice LeRae, and we can do this. Johnny Gargano, star of the whole thing, he he was in there like, yeah. He's like he's like, sure this is gonna be okay? She's like, you trust me? She's like, of course I trust you. Tegan comes. He was like, behave. She's like, I'll behave. He was first thing Johnny Gargano says is like, so what? No pizza? She was like, no, I'm just sorry. He was like, yeah, I'm just joking. Give me five. Down low. Ha, too slow. Ha, I got you. I was like, oh, Johnny Gargano's so great. And then he did the thing where when they come back from commercial, he's just sitting there. He's like, well, I don't want to be the one to say this, but it's a little awkward up here. It's like is it just me or is it just awkward or is it is so yeah, I'm gonna just take my food and I'm gonna be out now. Yeah, yeah. I think the dog, yeah, I think he needs like his bedtime and stuff like that. I'm just gonna finish my food upstairs. Like he's off camera still, so he's like, yeah, just gonna be eating upstairs by myself. Finish my food. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's all good. And then in the end, unfortunately, food fight. Tegan calls Johnny a bitch. Um, Tegan runs away. Candice LeRae like tries to throw something at her, but she ends up breaking the TV, and Johnny's not a happy camper. He's like, my TV. Uh, so they're gonna have a feud, which was gonna be fun, but I mean the matches are gonna be great. But man, just put them in a tag team. Just let them have tag team. Just don't worry about the NXT tag Women's Championship. Just go after the tag team titles. Just WWE tag team titles. You girls go after that. You become tag team champions. That's what I would do. But that's not my business. But that was great stuff. We enjoyed all of that. Next, um, I think it's just the main two things. The main two things is that and which one did I enjoy more? First let me figure it. I don't feel like doing this too much work. Um, mhm, mhm, mhm. Oh, I see. This is why I think about things. Um, I wish I can do a cut, but I can't because I'm gonna get better at it eventually. Uh, Tag team titles next week. Breezango's gonna face Imperium. Another thing where Imperium is just waiting for NXT UK. Literally, that's all they're doing. They're just waiting for NXT UK to come by. They're gonna have their rematch. They're gonna lose, and then by like the next week or the week after, they're gonna be back in NXT UK with Imperium, winning the tag team titles from whoever the tag team champions in UK are. I think it's Wolfgang and Mark Coffey. If it hasn't changed, I think they're still tag team champions. So when they go to UK, they're gonna feud for tag team titles. So that's gonna be a thing. Uh, I like this video package. They were Breezango, like since they won the titles, they've been a little bit more serious. Which Goofy Breezango is great, but NXT Tag Team Champions more serious, except for the one part where I almost said Johnny Curtis. Fandango, he had his title. He went to put it over his shoulder, and it just like fell from over his shoulders. That was hilarious. It's like how? It's like how does this smell? It's like oh, it smells good. It smells like sweet, hard work, success. And Breeze was like, yeah, mine smells like success too. He was just saying how much hard work they put in there, and how long they've been together, and it just gone back and forth with that. Imperium think that they're a joke, and they was like, "Oh, you think we're jokes? We showed you." It's like we're not jokes. We're gonna show you who has the last laugh. Very good video package, and I can't wait for next week when Breezango retain, and then they're gonna go against Legado de Fantasma at Takeover, and they're gonna lose the titles to them, and then Breezango is going to go back to main roster and win tag team champion titles there. Yes, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be good stuff. Um, so and that's so after that, now the main two things that I enjoyed: Finn Balor, surprise, surprise, NXT champion, beat Adam Cole. Great match, of course. Like I said earlier, this is literally just for Adam Cole to be. This is just him biding his time until he gets called up to the main roster. Like he already was NXT champion for 403 days, already passed Balor's record by 200 plus days. Already first NXT North American champion, second Triple Crown winner. Literally nothing left for Adam Cole to do. Nothing, absolutely nothing. He had his match. He's probably gonna have maybe a couple more matches in NXT and then main roster. That's literally what he's there for. What I kind of hope this time for Finn Balor's title run, since it's different, I want him to go against all former NXT champions. Like maybe you can mix it up a little bit with some new blood, but I would like it to be like his first because the thing that they talked about was who is the best NXT champion? Who is the best NXT champion? So it was like Adam Cole and Finn Balor. That's all they kept saying was they're the two best in NXT. They're the two greatest NXT champions. And now Finn Balor is the greatest of the NXT champion. So I would love it for like Finn Balor to be like, yes, I am the greatest NXT champion ever. I proved it when I beat Adam Cole last week. Da 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 da. Out comes Tommaso Ciampa. You're not the best NXT champion. I'm the best NXT champion. And then they have a feud for the next takeover. And it was like, who wins? He's like, oh, he considers his legacy. He said he's the best NXT. Next after Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Gargano's like, no, you're not the best. I'm the best. Have a match. Finn Balor retains. Maybe they'll do one where like he goes against like Cameron Grimes or Damian Priest. One of those little ones here and there. And then right after that, oh, he cements his legacy as the greatest NXT champion. And then maybe you can have somebody who's not doing like Kevin Owens comes down to NXT. It was like you want to be that you're the greatest NXT champion. I feel like I'm the greatest. I didn't have a good run as NXT champion. It's like I want this one to count. It was like Kevin Owens could be like, I'm the one that brought the NXT championship to the map. I'm the one that came in here, called out John Cena as NXT champion, stomped out his United States championship, and beat him on the first night and stuff like that. So you could do a few with that, and it's like, who wants to be the best? I want to be the best. They have a match, a great match. and Finn retains. And I think they keep doing this, finding different people like Shinsuke Nakamura. Maybe Big E comes down there. Seth Rollins would be great. Like, I'm the first NXT champion, something like that. And then they do something like that until Karrion Kross is like ready. He comes back, and then he's the final boss that Finn has to overcome for being NXT champion like that. And then Karrion Kross gets the title back, and Finn Balor goes back to main roster or goes to NXT UK and become NXT UK champion. I don't know, whatever he wants to do. But I hope this run as NXT champion for Finn Balor is greatest hits for NXT champions. Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Gargano, get Seth Rollins in there, who's the first one. Get Kevin Owens in there, Shinsuke Nakamura, Sami Zayn. Get all of them in there to face Finn Balor. That'd be amazing. Oh, that'd be good stuff. They might and normally I would say they might not do that, but knowing like Triple H is Triple H, he might do that, and I hope he does do that, especially like if nobody's. Oh, and Aleister Black. Oh, I forgot about Aleister Black. Aleister Black was NXT champion too. Throw Aleister Black up in there too, because he's not doing anything with his life. Yeah, we like all those people. Yeah, bring back Neville for was it Neville? Yeah, Neville was NXT champion one time. Bring Neville back for one night only. This is be your closest AEW versus WWE thing. Bring Pac back one night. I'm the greatest. I greatest NXT champion. I fight you, and it'd be the greatest match in NXT. So that was good stuff. And then finally, the main event, fantastic. Rhea Ripley versus Mercedes Martinez. I kind of thought that Mercedes was gonna win this, just because I don't think there's really anything left for Rhea to do. But when you look at the roster right now, I guess it does make sense that EO really doesn't have nobody right now besides Rhea Ripley. And then Rhea didn't really get her one-on-one rematch that she probably deserved. So I'm guessing after EO does beat Chauncey Blackheart next week, I expect Rhea Ripley to come out, be like, I'm next challenger, you, me, NXT Championship, Women's Championship, and NXT Takeover, whenever the next NXT Takeover thing is. They have match. EO wins, then Rhea goes to main roster because she literally has nothing left to do in NXT. She's already first ever NXT UK Women's Champ. Yes, first ever NXT UK champion, NXT Women's Champion. So she's first to hold both of those titles, and she's gonna go to the main roster. She's gonna be SmackDown Women's Champion. She's gonna be Raw Women's Champion. She's gonna be SmackDown, or she's gonna be WWE Tag Team Champion. She's gonna hold all the titles multiple times. She's gonna be the first ever to hold all the titles in NXT. She's gonna do it, and she's amazing. She probably might hold all the titles at the same time. Who knows? But yeah, Rhea Ripley is gonna be great. She's gonna have her one-on-one rematch with EO, and she's going to main roster. Like, this is what pretty much what NXT is, and they'll probably find after NXT they might find like more people for EO to face. This same thing that like Asuka. This is Asuka syndrome. They're gonna find more people for to stack up on in NXT until Io Shirai um before Io Shirai can go to the main roster. They were like, okay, we want Io as champion. You can take Rhea. We need Io, and then you build your women's division. And then when you build your women's division, you take somebody. That's when you know either pin Io or you have her relinquish the title, whatever they plan on doing for her. 'Cause Io's amazing, and she should hold the title forever, and then go to the main roster and hold all the titles. So yeah, that was it. That was my good, bad, and greatness. Good, great, and better review. I'm spilling the NXT. It's gonna catch on. You guys are gonna love it. But yeah, I'm gonna give NXT like an A minus. It was a good show, like start to finish. It was excellent. There was nothing really bad. The only two things that I wish was for the NXT title match to be longer, even though it was 20 minutes long. It flew blue. It flew by just like that. That would have been a little longer. Would have been perfect. And the Brunson Reed, Austin Theory, I'll make that a little longer. Make that a little longer. But everything else, perfect. Loved it. Nothing overstayed his welcome. There was a little goofy part with the whole the Candice Tegan thing, but it didn't hurt anything. But tell me what you think. Like, comment, subscribe. Do you like this new-ish type of discussion I'm doing? Do you like the name? Spilling the NXT? Let me know. See you guys next time. I'm out.